Scott, Geoff Keighley revealed yesterday that Summer Game Fest will return to fill the E3 shaped hole in our hearts on June 7th. Andy Chalk over at PC Gamer. E3 may be dead. It certainly is. Dude, it's not 6 feet under, it's like 12 feet under. It is down there.
It was a zombie for a while. I think that's the second death.
yeah, it was death warmed over, and then it completely died. So, the Summer Game Fest is alive and well, and will return to action for 2024 on June 7th with another live streamed show happening at the YouTube Theater in Los Angeles. Summer Game Fest 2024 will be a cross-platform live showcase of game announcements, trailers, and more. Details on who will be there and what they'll be showing off haven't been revealed. Have to have some surprises after all, but the show will run for 2 hours, Scott. As event founder and host Geoff Keighley put it, serve up a, quote, showcase of what's next for video games, end quote. The rise of the Summer Games Fest has been quite a thing to see. For nearly 30 years, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, was the predominant video game showcase in North America, the one everyone wanted to see. Dude, it was one of the biggest things it was like Christmas for gamers. E3 was a spectacle.
Oh man, every year I've been excited for it ever since the 360 era. That's kind of where I started paying attention. And every year it's like Christmas, you're right. It almost doesn't matter what you call it now.
No.
We all know to expect it.
Yeah, exactly, right? But its dominance began to wane in the mid-2010s due to the mix of rising costs, the growing popularity of live streaming, and the advent of more consumer-focused events like PAX and, of course, Summer Game Fest. A move to open the show to the public failed to turn into fortunes around major publishers began to fall away, and the COVID-19 pandemic forced the cancellation of the 2020 event entirely. An online E3 took place in 2021, but 2022 was another miss. And while organizers promised a comeback for 2023, the two was eventually dropped. Finally, at the end of 2023, E3 was put to rest for good. Dude, that online event was horrible. I was a part of that, and it was not good.
Isn't it so bizarre how Summer's Games Fest is also an online event, but it works so much better? It is an in-person event as well. Maybe that's the difference. But
well, E3 was, dude, it was the place to be. It was like a full week of just gaming greatness. Like, what do we get to get into? What announcements are going to happen? Let's go. Like, dude, like, man, if there was one event I ever wanted to attend to, it was that one, and I never made it. And it's just like, that kind of sucks. But thankfully, we have Geoff Keighley to keep us going with Summer Game Fest, which Geoff was on the board. He was part of the team to create the E3, and he's like, yo, I don't like your vision. See ya. And now, E3 is dead. Summer Game Fest, alive and well, right? So at least we get something. The biggest thing now comes down to, Scott, what are we going to see?
Yes. Is this going to be the venue for the new Nintendo Switch 2? Perhaps. You know, everybody's going to be weighing their options as to, do we announce at Summer Games Fest? That is the E3. And some companies will do like E3. They'll kind of divert and do their own thing at about the same time. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping Nintendo comes out with a big announcement.
Yeah, I don't know if they will. I know they're looking to push Switch 2 for 2025. I really just don't know. Dude,
as soon as they acknowledge it, though, it's going to start a fire over at Nintendo. So they have to be very calculated about when to announce.
Absolutely, right? They need to dot their I's and cross their T's and have everything in check. So when they do go, they go. Do they hold back consoles, you think, at launch? Or do they just go mass production and just sell like gangbusters?
I think they will do mass production. It will be there. But they'll do their Nintendo kind of manufactured scarcity. Nintendo loves to do that. And part of that makes sense because you do want to hold. You don't want to give it to somebody who's going to scalp it. Yeah. Or just buy up 100 of them to take everybody else's joy. Because there are some weirdos out there like that. But
yeah, no, there certainly
is. I think we'll see a bit of that. Whether it's in the shop or not, we're going to see a reaction as if it were going out of style.
Yeah, no, of course, right? They get all the bots to come in, sweep them up, and then sell them for twice the price.
I worked at Blockbuster during the Wii Fit board and Rockstar, or Rock Band, I mean, sorry. And I imagine it'll be similar to that. The phone will just keep ringing all day.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. What a time. What a time that was. But yeah, E3's dead. Then we get into Summer Game Fest. And I take a look at, okay, who are we going to have there? We're going to have, Xbox is going to have their own event, right? They always do. They're always there at some capacity to do their own showcase. But at the same time, be a part of Jeff's show. You don't want to miss out on Jeff's show. All eyes will be on Jeff's show. And then if you're an Xbox fan, game media like us, then you go to Xbox, watch what they're doing, right? Or if you're just a game fan in general, you'll be there to watch to see what they're talking about. They're going to have Indiana Jones there. They're going to have, I think the 4 safe ones we already know are coming out this year. That's the other side of it too, right? We do know we're getting Hellblade 2. We know we're going to get this. Hellblade 2 will already be out by the time Summer Game Fest comes. So we might see a little commercial. Hey, don't forget, Hellblade 2 already out. Come and buy it. This kind of thing, right? Or get it over on Game Pass.
Tease a third one?
No.
The second one's coming out, but stay tuned eventually for a third.
Working on the third one in another 7 years. I don't think we'll see that at all. I'm more curious to see...
What is Sony?
That, dude, I was heading there. That's exactly where I was going, right? Because they have nothing this year but third and second party investments. That's what they're banking on this year to keep them afloat, which is cool, right? Well, obviously, everybody knows we are working right now on Rise of the Ronin, so we're able to talk a little bit about that. Our preview is up. You can check that out over on our YouTube channel, over on our website, itgtv.com, and then our...
A bit of a divisive title, that.
Man, we're getting a few comments over on our YouTube channel, Inside the Game Official, where you can check that out as well. It's been interesting to watch, but then there's other ones like Stellar Blaze coming out, right? And then there is MLB The Show's coming out. So they have things that are coming, and granted, San Diego Studios is a first-party studio, but MLB is just every 9 months you get that new title, right? Like that's on the cycle
update.
So it's not like it's, hey, here comes The Last of Us Part 3. Boom! Like, you know what I mean? So what do they have to show? Wolverine. After that, dude, I don't really know.
Any off the wall predictions? I'm going to throw my my will. I really want to see another Resistance come back, but that's just hopeful thinking. I think that every time.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this conversation here because everybody should join us Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, as we do our live game cast, our podcast, and we're gonna break down and we're gonna play a little game Monday night where we predict what is coming to Summer Game Fest. So make sure you stick around and check us out then. But until then, Scott, look forward to Summer Game Fest.
Winter Fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.